Yeah.
but I'm not finished yet.
Okay. So as soon as you're done, let me know.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So, Alona, I'm going to show you three pictures actually. Please let me tell me what is happening and what topic are we speaking today about? Right, in a second you'll see them. Right. So have a look. Three photos. What's the topic?
It's about school days.
School days and education, right? So
Yeah.
September is, I find September fantastic time to speak about school days and about general education, yes? Because for many people, September is the start of academic year. Not only at school, yeah, but at universities and many courses start exactly in September. Agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Okay. So good. And what are the people doing in these photos? What's the process? What kind of educational process do you see?
The first photo where children sit
So it's
at the
happening
table,
right now, use present continuous.
where children sitting
Sitting.
at the table.
Yeah, it's
I
it.
think maybe they written the exam.
Okay, right now, it's happening right now.
They write the exam.
Writing. They are writing.
Writing exam,
Uh-huh.
or maybe another work.
Maybe they are doing some test, yeah, or an exam. All right.
Yeah.
What makes you think so? What makes, how did you come to this idea?
About test or
Yes.
about?
Yes. Why do you think it's a test or exam?
Because they have a list and they sit one by one.
Right.
And they looking at this list and making a check. Yeah.
Some ticks.
Ticks.
Yeah, right. And you also can see that they don't have anything else on their desks. Yeah. No books, no copybooks, nothing at all. Right. So that is why it might be the test. Exactly. Right. What about this one?
Maybe is a class of literature because the teacher reading a book.
The teacher reading a book?
The teacher is reading a book, and I think it's it's art book or classic.
No, that is like classical literature, yeah.
Okay, classical literature, and the children are listening her.
That's right.
I think it's class of literature.
Yeah, that's so good idea. What do you think? How old are the kids when they when this kind of happens in the class?
I think it's maybe primary school, maybe 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah, that's right. So definitely primary school. Yeah. Okay. What about this girl? What school is that?
I think it's the primary, secondary.
Secondary.
Yeah, secondary school, because maybe she's 12 years old.
That's right.
She looks like my daughter.
Okay, the same age, right? Approximately.
Yes, the same age. Yeah.
Good. I also think it is secondary school. What about this one? Wow, this is exciting.
Wow, I think it's a class of chemistry because the man do something with.
Right now.
The man is doing something with chemical instrument. I don't know how is name. What is name? Как это называется?
What's it called in English?
What is called? Yeah.
Yeah. So with some, he is making some experiments with the chemical ingredients, right? Or elements,
Okay.
chemical elements, right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And I
uh-huh.
think maybe it's there is a student,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and maybe it's happening in university. It's
Okay.
happening in university.
Mm-hmm. Good idea. Either it is a high school, right?
High
High
school.
school students or university students, right? Because they are
Yeah.
they look a little bit older, like 17,
Yeah.
18 years old. Okay, lovely. Very, very good. Now, Alon, let's have a look at 4 questions that are asked about school. I'd like you to work individually first. Look at these 4 questions about school and look at 4 answers. And I'd like you to match the questions and the answers, please.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Okay, so the first one, what kind of school did you go to? What's the answer?
Uh, D, after primary school, I went away to a boarding school,
Yeah.
a kind of private school that you live in. You pay high fees to go there, so not many people can afford it.
Yeah.
Some people think it sounds amazing, but I'd have preferred to attend a state school like my friends.
Okay, wonderful vocabulary here, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of words which I don't know.
Okay, very good words. Yes. Well, primary school we have already talked about today. Yes, you know
Mhm.
what it is. What about boarding school? Alon, have a look. They give explanation what it is. A kind of private school that you live in. Yeah.
Mhm.
How do you say that in Russian?
Э, Частная школа на районе? Как
Нет,
это?
вы прям там, дети прям там живут.
Живете, там живут. М.
So usually,
Интернат? Может быть,
yeah,
школа-интернат?
that's right. That's right. And it is called a boarding school. Have a look at a
Мгм.
kind of private school that you live in. Yeah.
Мгм.
Okay. And you pay high fees. What are fees?
I don't know.
Fees. So what do you pay for school? Money? Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Fees, that is also about money. You pay high fees, высокие, ну как это сказать по-русски хорошо? Высокую плату, вот так.
Окей.
Right. Ага. You pay high fees. Right.
Это только относительно школы, например, можно
Нет,
так сказать.
нет,
А.
можно много чего. For example, yes, to go to university, you have to pay high fees, right? So it's
Мгм.
usually, it's very often about education, yeah, so the fees.
Мгм.
When something is not for free, then you have to pay fees,
Мгм.
right? Okay. So you have to pay high fees to go there. So not many people can afford it. What is afford?
Мгм.
I think we had
А,
it.
Позволять.
Ага, позволить себе. Немногие могут себе это позволить. Ага.
Mhm.
So some people think it sounds amazing, but I'd have preferred to attend a state school like my friends. So we can say go to school, but we can a little bit more official. We can say attend school.
Mhm.
We can say attend classes, attend courses, attend. In Russian, we have exactly the same word for it, посещать. Да,
Mhm.
мы можем говорить, ходить в школу, но посещать школу. Чуть-чуть такое повыше уровнем формальности.
Mhm.
Повыше. Yeah. Or you can, for example, text me and say, I'm sorry, I can't attend the class today.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a good word. Okay. And then we have state school, which is not private. So state school is a school which is not private.
Общественное.
Sorry, once again.
Общественное.
Государственная
Мгм.
школа.
Государственное. Мгм.
State school. Right. So does your daughter go to a private school or to a state school?
Oh, she attend a state school.
Yes, that's right. She attends a state school. Very good. And you, did you used to go to a state school or private school? What about you? Did you used to attend a state school or a private school?
Oh, I attended a state school too. And in Tver, we have maybe one private school for secondary and for secondary school. Okay.
Secondary school. Okay. Are there any boarding schools in Tver?
Yes, we have maybe two boarding school,
Okay, okay.
which I know. Maybe a lot of boarding school in Tver, but I know.
Okay, okay. In Kaliningrad, I know in the city we've got one boarding school. It's very, very popular. Yeah, it's difficult to get in, but it's not a private school. It's a state school, but also boarding school, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
In Tver, it's also to state school. It's not a private.
Uh-huh. That's fine. Good. Let's look at the second question. Did you enjoy your time at school? What's the answer?
Maybe C, not really.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like secondary school
Yeah.
at all, as it was all about passing exams. I got low grades because I found most subjects really boring.
Yes, that's right. Okay, okay. So secondary school, we already know. Yes, first comes primary school, then comes secondary. And all this was about passing exams, right? So I
Yeah,
don't know the word pass an exam. Does it mean to get a positive or negative result?
it's possible, positive.
Positive.
Yes,
Good.
failed. It's about negative.
Yes. Which one? Once again, repeat, please.
Fail.
Fail
It's
exam.
about
That's right. Yes. So pass is good. Fail, you have to do again. Right. And interesting new phrase. I got low grades because I found most subjects really boring. What does it mean? What are grades, first of all?
Uh, м,
Мгм.
ну, не уровни, а как бы отметки, может быть, имеется в виду.
Оценки, так и есть. So in Russia we have 5, 4, 3, 2, yes?
Yeah.
Abroad they have, in America they have A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Yes. In Germany it's different. 1 is the best, yeah, grade. 5 is the worst. Yes.
Yeah. It's interesting fact. I don't know.
Round, yes. Okay. So, and low grades, were they good or bad?
Bad.
Yeah, what's the opposite?
High.
High grades. Yes, I got high grades. Good. Let's look at 3.
Did your time at school help you in later life?
Mhm.
Maybe B. Yes. It taught me that it's okay to fail as long as you don't give up. I didn't pass all my exams first time, but I took them again and got good results.
Very good, very good. Okay. So taught from the verb
Uh, to, touch,
no, it's from the verb teach.
teach.
Teach, taught,
Sorry,
taught. Yeah, teach.
taught. Yeah.
So, and fail, we already said. I didn't pass all my exams, also we know for the first time, but I took them again. And what does it mean to take an exam?
Yes. He he passed. Yes. Took the.
Okay, so when you go and take an exam, what does it mean?
I passed my exam.
No, not yet.
No.
Not yet. So you take an exam. That means you go and do the test. And
Okay.
after you take the exam, you get your result. And you either pass it or fail it. Okay?
Fail it. Okay.
Right? So to take the exam is you don't know your result yet. You go and do the test, right?
Okay.
And to pass is already to get a positive result. Fail is to get a negative result. Yeah. Okay, good. So, and he says, I didn't pass all my exams from the first time, but I took them again. Yeah. Okay. And number 4.
Пересдача по-русски, да? То есть он пересдал.
Да, ну вообще take exam это вот сдавать экзамен в смысле
Сдавать.
его и проходить вот это тестирование. А pass это сдать в смысле получить хорошую оценку.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, good. And number 4?
What advice would you give to students at school now? A, you shouldn't spend all your time revising for tests or worrying about if you are doing well. You should enjoy your life too.
Very good. Agree. Okay. So, and revise for tests. Alon, how would you say that in Russian, revise for test?
Just a second, you shouldn't spend your time revising for... Ну, переживать.
Revise for test это готовиться к тестам. Готовиться.
Okay.
And preposition is also important here. Revise for something. Revise for exams, revise for tests. That means you look at all the information and try to remember what you learned. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So this
worrying. Worrying.
Yeah. And you shouldn't spend all the time revising for tests or worrying about if you are doing well. And we can do well at the exams. That means get something positive. And we can do
Bad. Doing bad.
Badly. Нам нужно наречие.
Badly.
Badly. Like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
You should enjoy your life too. That is such a good idea. Right. Okay. So nice words and many of them, yes, are new. Many of them we already know, actually.
Yeah.
Right. I'll do it a little bit. 1 second. Like that, so that we see them all. Or like that. 1 moment. Yes. Okay. Let's sort out these words for some categories. Which phrases can we use to speak about an exam, a subject, high grades, qualifications, and school? For example, an exam, which words go to the topic exam?
Revising for test, maybe, yes.
Yes, that's
Pass
right.
or fail.
Yeah, pass or fail, right?
Took.
In the infinitive, it will be take, yes?
Take, yeah.
Again, pass, yeah.
Passing. Passing. Yes, passing.
Passing exams.
That's all, or maybe doing
maybe
well.
Doing well, right? As a result, and maybe get low grades.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, good. Right, Alon, what can we use to speak about a subject?
Subject. Primary school? No?
Okay, when we have different subjects at school, yes, why not? Okay.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
take a subject, no?
Take a subject, well, also not so good. You can, for example, I can think about what do we need? We need the phrase that we can make with the word subject. For example, let's imagine maths.
Okay.
Maths, yes, and for example, uh, find maths really boring,
Okay.
like that.
Mhm.
Is there something else? Maybe that is it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, that is it. Okay. What about high grades?
High grades.
Uh-huh.
Get high
Yep,
grades.
that's right. Get high grades. Yeah. Maybe this is all.
Um,
So yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Qualifications.
Mm, get qualifications.
Very
Yes.
good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get qualifications. That's right. Get qualifications. And very often people say study for qualifications. Do we have it
Mhm.
here? Mm-mm. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Я такая же, так что нормально.
So sorry. Okay. And school.
Why school? Будьте здоровы.
Uh-huh. Thank you so much. So once again,
Why school?
the next one we have here, school.
Sorry. School. It's primary school, boarding school,
Uh-huh.
state school.
That's right. Secondary, yes. Then primary school, boarding school.
Primary. Yeah.
You can also say school fees.
School. Mm-hmm.
Плата за школу, school fees. What else?
Okay. Uh, State school. Attended the state school.
Yes, and attend the school. Attend the
Attend
state school.
school.
Right. Okay, okay. Now we have them all, right? Good. Okay, lovely. Let's try out a couple of sentences with these words. You've got here 8 sentences. I'd like you first to work individually and choose what do you think suits best in every sentence, okay?
Okay. Okay, I'm finished.
Okay, let's look. So if it's okay, we will only check now the words, all right,
Mm.
without reading the whole sentence. Okay, number one, what do you choose?
Going to uh, boarding school would be fun.
Okay, go to number two.
Private school are
Uh-huh,
better than state.
good.
Most important school is making tests and getting qualification.
Making tests, no.
Passing, sorry,
Passing,
passing test,
yeah, like tests and
passing,
exams.
and
Good. What's next?
doing well, doing well.
Doing well, that's right.
A lot of too much of their time revising for and taking tests,
Good.
like subjects at school.
Uh-huh, good.
It's wrong for families to be able to pay fees
Mm-hmm.
and getting low grades means
Mm-hmm.
they are not intelligent.
Okay, very good, very good. Alon, let's look at these sentences and we'll discuss what we agree with, what we disagree with. All right. So, what do you think about
Mhm.
number one? Going away to boarding school would be fun. Do you agree with it?
Mm, I don't know, but I think I've never been in boarding school, but I suppose that's really a fun time in this school because uh, children live in this, yeah, and spend a lot of time together.
Yes.
And I think they have a lot of activities without, uh, как сказать, вне школы, out
Outside
of
the school.
outside the school.
Mhm.
Maybe it's traveling, like camping. Maybe it's some activities in outside, like game of outdoor, yeah,
Ah,
and other activities. I think it's really would be fun.
okay. You're very optimistic about it. That is lovely.
But maybe if they are living without parents,
Yes.
they're very uh, tired and missing
Yeah.
about them family. Maybe
Their family. Uh-huh.
there.
Yes. I think so. It's difficult because they miss their family. But on the other hand, if you are a teenager, it's more fun to spend time with friends, right?
Yeah.
What I know about boarding schools is that, of course, it is a good fun, but on the other hand, they have very strict rules. Yeah. So they have to always get up at the same time. They have to go to bed at the same time. Yes. They have their lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at specific time, and so on. So it's very strict rules. Maybe that is also not so bad for future life, to be more organized, but for me personally, I think it would be difficult to live in a boarding school. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Okay. What do you think about the next one? Private schools are better
Uh,
than state schools.
um, it's difficult sentence because if it means about education, maybe I agree with this sentence because I think in private school, uh, a lot of teachers are more. They have a lot. They have a high qualification, maybe, and they spend a lot of time with children. Maybe they have uh, a more difficult task for
Yeah.
children.
Mhm.
But if we talk about children and uh, environmental, не
Yeah.
окружающая среда, yes, I can say environment.
Uh-huh.
And if we thought about environment in this school, I
Mhm.
don't know, maybe it's not better, it's the same. like in state school, yes?
Right. I agree. That is difficult to say. Maybe what is good about private schools, at least in Russia, the school sizes, I mean, the number of students in the class
Yeah.
is smaller. And this is, of course, better, yes, because the teacher can work and spend a little bit more time with every child. Yeah. Because I've
Yeah.
heard some of my students say that children have 40 students in the class. It's crazy. 40. That is, I mean, that is not possible to study and to teach this
It's
number of
awfully.
students. Yeah. And in private schools, they usually have like 15 students, right? And it is very comfortable. Right. And maybe some private schools are a little better equipped. Yeah.
What
What
is it better equipped?
Yeah. So to be good equipped, uh, equipped. So equipment это оборудование,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they are a little bit better equipped. What I mean is children have their private tablets, maybe laptops, yeah, some interactive whiteboards and so on. But on the other hand, many state schools are also very well equipped.
Good.
Yeah, not good,
Yes.
but well. And sorry, Alon, well equipped. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree. Uh, I think a lot of state school are well equipped. In our school, we have a lot of technique
Yeah,
for education, and it's okay.
it's okay. I also think so. Many private or many state schools are really advanced and modern, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's look at number 3 if we agree or not.
The most important things about school is passing and getting qualification. I don't know. Passing test. Maybe yes.
Mhm.
Uh, for I think it's a big goals for all schools. For all schools, yes.
Huh?
And the teachers are giving a lot of information for passing the test and for getting qualification. But I think a lot of children uh, that didn't don't think about it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they have another goals.
Yes. Well, they are a little too young. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
I I look to my daughter, and she thinking about passing her test.
Mhm.
Uh, she doesn't think about getting qualifications, but uh, I think she's unusual because she really like to learn,
Uh-huh.
but a lot of children don't like, and a lot of children like to spend time with friends,
Mhm.
maybe spend time on activities in school,
Mhm.
but they don't think about passing tests.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I think it's no problem that your daughter is not thinking about getting qualification. She's still too young. She's got so much time for that, right? Yes, but getting some studying skills is a great idea, right? Is a great important thing. Yes. So children must learn how they get information, how they learn information, right? How they sort out the information, right? And this is what I
А
think
как будет навык? А,
skill. Skill.
Как скажешь, это важный навык.
Yeah, it's an important skill.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. Okay, cool. Alon, let's look at the next one.
Doing well at school means you have a happy life. Oh, I disagree with this sentence. I know a lot of people who are doing badly
Yeah.
at school, and they are really happy. They are have a really happy life, and I think mm, your life in school, it's not only about education. I think it's about social life, about soft skills and hard skills, of course, but it's about your personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people, a lot,
Mm-hmm.
who are doing badly at school,
Yeah.
and they are really happy. They have perfect uh, должности,
Positions.
positions in a perfect company. They have a good family, and mm, they're happy.
That's definitely
So
right.
I disagree with this sentence.
Me too. I totally disagree with that. Happiness has nothing to do with exams, with the
Yeah,
so on. Yes, maybe if you do well at school, it can a little bit help you to be more successful later. Maybe yes, right? But you definitely, I definitely agree with you about school that it teaches you soft skills, it teaches you how to communicate, it teaches you how to sort out the information, right? It teaches you how to react quickly sometimes, yes, and so on,
yeah,
right? So it's more than just doing the tests and doing well.
yeah.
Okay, very good. What's next?
Students spend much of their time revising for and getting taken test.
And taking tests, not getting.
Or taking
Huh?
test. Uh, maybe yes. Maybe a lot of students spend too much
Mhm.
time revising for and taking tests.
Uh-huh.
Uh, when I learned, when I learned, yes, at the university,
Mhm.
uh, я не знаю, как это сказать, заочная форма. Наверное, в
Заочно?
английском такого нет. Да, то есть я училась на заочно.
Yes, I'm not so sure, but I will check, okay? Mm. Extramural studies. Mhm. Extramural studies.
When I learned in university, I learned of extramural studies. Yes,
Yeah, it was extramural
it
studies.
it was extramural studies,
Uh-huh.
and we had a short times for revising for and taking tests,
Uh-huh.
uh, and we really learned um for passing exams, for
Uh-huh.
taking exams and passing exams, and
Yes.
it was really short time.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I agree with this sentence. But when I learned at college,
Uh-huh.
на дневном обучении, не знаю,
It was full-time studies,
full
yeah?
time, yes, it was full time studies. Uh, we spent not much time for revising for
Uh-huh.
not much time revising for tests
Uh-huh.
because we spent a lot of time on class
Mhm.
during trimester.
Триместр. During the term, вообще, да, term, ну, вот этот вот кусочек.
Term, yes, during the term, and then we pass the exams, and
Yeah. Oh,
it looks like or organize it and режим забыла.
Your timetable, right?
Timetable.
Timetable. Exactly.
It wasn't extremely time.
Yeah. For me, if I think about university, I agree with you. It was very logical and structured and organized. But as for schools, I know that children take a lot of tests at school, yes, in different subjects all the time. Every day, every week, they have some tests. And this is super tiring, yes, and they are under a lot of pressure about it. Yeah. So I don't know. I think our modern school children take a lot of tests.
My daughter is she loves
Yes.
the test, yes, and another type of test
Yes.
works. She loves.
Right. This is
I
fantastic.
think yes, and I think it's not unusual for
Right.
children.
No, it's very unusual, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Good. Okay, Alon, let's move to number 6. Yeah.
If a student doesn't like a subject at school, they should be able to choose to stop studying it.
Mhm.
Oh, I disagree with this sentence. I think if student doesn't like a subject, uh, maybe he can brown down, yes, and
Uh-huh.
decide and learn more about it.
Okay. Okay.
Because a lot of subjects in my school, which I didn't like,
Mhm.
um, in my life mm, in nowadays,
Nowadays,
uh,
without
in
preposition,
no,
nowadays.
nowadays,
Huh?
I think they can help me.
Uh-huh.
For example, physics.
Yes.
I don't. I Yes, I didn't like this subject, but nowadays I understand that it's really important subject, and maybe in the past I had to grow, да, погрузиться, grow,
Yeah, dive into some.
diving in this subject a lot.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. What I think is that it's great that students get basic knowledge on all subjects, right? But maybe in high school, it is not a bad idea to have the subjects for everyone and some optional subjects. This can
Hmm.
be a good idea, right? For example, a second foreign language or more detailed or high maths, yes, and something like that. So optional.
Maybe if we speak about university, we choose the professional, and
Yeah,
we have um, very optional subject, yes,
yeah,
for your professional. That's why I think for university it's correct
yeah.
sentence, but for primary and maybe secondary school it isn't correct.
Yeah, definitely. Primary and secondary school, definitely it won't work because children can change their mind. Yes,
Yeah.
right. Okay, true. Alon, 7.
It's wrong for rich families to be able to pay fees to get a better education for their children
Mm-hmm.
and to be able to.
So what they mean is that rich families pay for good schools, for good universities, and poor families don't have a chance to do that.
Uh, mm, it's difficult. Maybe yes, because the good education, better education in in private school and maybe in very high university,
Mhm.
yes,
Uh-huh.
uh, it's very high prices
Yeah.
for
The
education.
fees are high, yeah?
Fees, yes.
The fees are high, okay.
The fees are high, and maybe poor family really ЕГЭ,
State exam. State
state
exam.
exam. Yeah, and I hope a lot of smart children, clever children, can have a chance to get a better education for freedom, free
For free. For free.
for free.
For free. That's right. I think so, because in Russia, in every university, we have the groups that study for free, yes, and the groups that, well, they have to pay for their education. So it's somehow fair. Yes, it's not that bad. Poor children from ordinary or poor families have a chance to get to
Yeah,
universities, right? Okay, good. And the last one, Alon.
getting low grades means you are not interested. No, I disagree. Because, for example, I know a lot of men and women
Huh?
uh, who get it low grades at school,
Uh-huh.
but they are smart and clever persons in adult life,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
I think the system of grades in Russia, it's really difficult
Mm.
because I heard a lot of meanings about this, and when the when child doing 10 mistakes,
Uh-huh.
they have the grades too.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Alon, I don't hear you anymore.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
When
Uh,
when he works of these mistakes, and he does 5
mm-hmm.
mistakes, he gets grades too, and
Okay.
it's difficult for child
Yeah.
who um, doing a lot of works of mistakes, and his grades the badly.
Yeah, it's the same bad, right? You know, I actually don't like this system in Russia because they count the mistakes and they focus on mistakes. For example, in British system, they do not focus on mistakes. They focus on can do. Yeah, for example, there is a test, doesn't matter, or composition, and they analyze it from the point of view can do. For example, can a child express his idea clearly? If yes, he gets some point.
Mm-hmm.
Can the child use good vocabulary for the in the composition? If yes, also some points, right? And so on. So the point of view is can do. Can the child control
Mm-hmm.
his grammar well? Yes, if yes, he gets some points. If not, he doesn't get the points. But anyway, the brain works differently. It is can do. Yeah, it's not like you are down, you can, right? And I love.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a great idea. Uh-huh. Okay,
So,
okay. Right. Alon, thank you very much for so interesting ideas. That was exciting to chat about education, right? It was
yeah.
good. Right. I will, of course, ask you to practice some of this vocabulary, all right? And I'll send all the homework on Telegram. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Good. Very nice. Have a good rest of